I was once like you. Think the Earth is round. Until I saw the huge ice wall in Antarctica. When you guys see this picture, it means it's time for you to know the truth. I want to say that the truth of the world is far beyond your imagination. In 1946, the government planned an Antarctic scientific expedition. Among them were my parents. At the beginning, the team will report the inspection on time. Until the last report. The content of the telegram is very weird. Don't come to the Antarctic ice wall. Time simply does not exist. After that, the whole team lost contact. But strangely, 2 months later, my father came back alone, leaving a diary and completely disappearing. On the back of the diary is a row of crooked words. The world is all fake. 10 years later, in search of the truth, I led an expedition deep into Antarctica again. The route completely replicates the road traveled by the expedition team before. There is a map in my father's diary. It marks an Antarctic hinterland. That should be where the ice wall is located. Because of the extreme weather in Antarctica, the team moved extremely slowly. When there are still about 3 kilometers from the ice wall, we decided to take a short break before setting off. But I always feel it's too safe all the way. Something is not right when it goes smoothly. So I opened my father's diary. Want to find some useful clues. July 2, 1946. After entering the wasteland, the compass failed. You can only rely on your line of sight to roughly judge the direction. I don't know how long I left. The team passed through a white fog. We saw an unforgettable scene in this light. Various animals and plants appeared out of nowhere in the wasteland. Most of them are even extinct. It was really shocking. Be sure to report this information. The note ends abruptly here. It seems that we just have to go down this path. Soon you will be able to see the contents of the notes. After a short break, the team continued to set off. It took about a few dozen minutes to walk. Sure enough, I saw the smoke in my father's notes. It looks particularly dazzling on the white ice field. A moment when we passed through the white mist. A large number of animals and plants appeared on the ice field. The further forward, the richer the species. The paddlefish that became extinct in 2022. The arbor of the southern Wayuwa extinct in 1981 and 1935. To the last dinosaur saber-toothed tiger Archaeopteryx. These ancient animals have long been extinct. How could it be here? When we take out the device and prepare to take a photo for a record, the time on the phone becomes 1946. Maybe it's because of the magnetic field. Everyone didn't think much about it. Suddenly a huge amount of smoke surrounded us. The sound of wild beasts roaring around came from all around. These ancient animals keep closing in on us. The fast runners fled everywhere. I don't know how long it has been running. We escaped to an ice cave. They stopped pursuing. We have suffered heavy losses. 2 team members are missing. A large amount of equipment was lost during the escape. It is not suitable to stay here for long. Everyone decided to rest in a cave for 1 night before setting off. Set up your tent. I opened the notebook again. Today is July 3rd. I can't believe what I saw yesterday. Everything here goes beyond science. Where the hell is this? Can we go back? When I saw this, I found that the handwriting was starting to get a little messy. The content behind it seems to have been deliberately erased by someone. It gave me an ominous premonition. A chill woke me up in the middle of the night. I heard footsteps. It seems that there is a figure outside the tent. I hurriedly chased out. The moment you see the figure clearly, my scalp went numb instantly. The whole person was stunned in place. That's my parents. It didn't stop there. That was all the people of the scientific expedition team 10 years ago. They loom in the fog. I took the torch and chased after it. The team members were woken up by me and chased out. White mist fills the surroundings. Ran 3 or 4 meters forward. The place where we camped was no longer visible. Thinking of the horror of the day, I don't dare to continue chasing. The team pulled me back to the camp. It means that I did not see the figure I was talking about. But I firmly believe that I am not mistaken. Then, the satellite phone suddenly emitted a burst of electricity.
Hey, hey, hey. Here is the base. Please answer if you hear it.
The team members rushed to tell us about our experience. The base allows us to return immediately. Say, it is a technology that can travel through space. There is no need to continue exploring Antarctica. At this time, I smelled a hint of danger. How could it be such a coincidence? So many strange things happened. The call came suddenly. We tried to contact the base after the incident. But here the magnetic field is disturbed. No signal is received at all. Even more strange. With our current level of science and technology, how could it be in such a short time? He developed the technology of space travel. I opened my father's diary again. There is a similar record in it. Today is July 4th. On the way to the inspection, we don't just see extinct animals and plants. I also saw the aircraft of future technology. This is definitely not a product of our time. It feels like someone is above this dimension, forcibly promoting the development of the times. It seems that there are more secrets waiting for us ahead. After discussion, the team members decided to move on. No one wants to give up the opportunity to spy on the truth of the world. Today we march towards the ice wall for another day. But strangely, there are only 2 kilometers left. We have not been able to get close. On the contrary, it seems to be moving forward. The farther away the ice wall is from us. This made me completely aware that science is in Antarctica. This forbidden land has disappeared. Maybe. Neither the concepts of time nor space apply here. We follow the map. Walked for a day and a night in the heavy snow. Finally, I saw the ice wall getting bigger. It seems that things have ushered in a turnaround. Then we are in the snow. Some strange footprints were found. These footprints are one circle larger than the human ones. Could it be that the last scientific expedition team left it? When setting up a tent at night, I took out the map and measured the distance. I found out that it should be less than 1 km from the ice wall. Everyone is particularly tired today. Fall asleep early in the tent. Wake up again. I found that we were in a city of technology. The sky is full of flying machines. Countless robots roam the streets. Could it be that someone is taking advantage of our sleep? Moved us to this place? No, everything here cannot be explained by science. After some checking, I found out that we were still in the place where we set up camp last night. The city seems to have appeared out of nowhere. It's really weird. And the footprints found yesterday has disappeared without a trace. I didn't have time to think about it. We packed our things and prepared to evacuate. Because I don't know that I am in this city. What dangers will be encountered? At this moment, a storm hit. All of us can't open our eyes. Open your eyes again. We were back in the snow, surrounded by endless ice fields. The technology city seemed to be blown away by the storm. And the footprints on the ground also appeared again. This made me unable to tell if this was a dream or reality. Soon, we followed the map instructions and finally arrived at the ice wall. At that moment, an unprecedented fear struck me instantly. How to describe this shocking scene? A huge ice wall rises into the clouds. This is definitely not an engineering that humans can accomplish. Behind the ice wall is sealed countless objects. Looks like various animals and human bodies. The compass I carry with me is beating wildly at this moment. The time on the phone is also constantly scrolling. It's crazy. All our scientific beliefs have completely collapsed at this moment. Some team members even knelt on the ice wall on the spot. A few birds flew in and crashed into the ice wall. Disappeared in an instant. It's really weird. We tried to fly over the ice wall with a drone. But no matter how high you fly, you can't cross it. The entire ice wall is like a huge border line. It's like the kind of unopened area in the game. Is this really the edge of the Earth? I always have a strange feeling along the way. It seems as if something has been stopping us. I took out my camera and filmed the scene. The photo was clipped into his father's diary. Walk along the edge of the ice wall. We are not far away. The tent of the previous scientific expedition team was found. There was no one inside the tent. Only some information and photos were left. Although it is far from them to come here. 10 years have passed. But the information is intact. There is not even a hint of obsolescence. Even the lamps in the tent were still on. It was as if they had just left here. It's really weird. The data shows. They got lost after reaching Antarctica. I don't know how long it took to find out the location of the ice wall. They found time and space here. It seems to be different from our world. So I plan to find a way to enter the ice wall for investigation. The information is gone here. Could it be that they have entered the ice wall? Got it. There was a shout outside the tent. Under a huge ice wall. There is an artificially dug hole. It looks like it was dug up by the last scientific expedition team. The cave entrance is bottomless. We don't dare to enter rashly. At this moment, the ice under our feet began to crack. Not good. The ice is about to collapse. There was no time to react. All of us fell into the abyss. I threw the diary in my hand hard. Thrown into the bottomless hole. Wake up again. I found myself lying on the couch at home. A cold sweat broke out on his body. This dream is too real. I can't tell if it's a dream or reality. And the time display. Today is July 1, 2025. Suddenly, I noticed a diary on the table. There is a photo next to the diary.